Alright, everybody, we are back. Back into it. Just went through a big chase scene. They were
Hang on.
following the
I
blood
need a minute.
streaks.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this? Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
She's committed to him too, which
It's
is
no fucking
weird.
use. No way I'm walking out of here. Well, it won't be your fault.
She's just kind of okay with him killing people. The girls she worked with.
It's gonna...
It was The Sound of Silence.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that.
I mean,
Or
it's
maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
not the worst, I
That it,
suppose.
Sheriff? Had to say goodbyes first.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
That's kind of my point, yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and
unless
Lily,
he's
the
covering
reason
for
they're
her?
Dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We
Okay.
all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered?
Of course it does. Those girls.
So
were
it's
like-
all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I
Let's
did
spill
what I
it.
had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Ooh. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking
fair.
killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still
mean,
the
you
one
still
who pulled
did it,
the
though.
trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind.
He might have
Doesn't
had
matter if it's
something on
fucking
you,
true
or
not.
you were scared for yourself, but that doesn't
Go ahead and
absolve
arrest
you.
me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
I did say I'm not gonna keep
It must
going
be
after
so
him.
easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options, like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told
mean, you
you,
did
don't
make
know
a
the
choice,
fuck
though.
about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
Promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this?
Well, she keeps him
I thought you
quiet.
cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea, a gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
It's kind of the problem, but
So,
everybody's
You
defending
get
him.
it now? Why I couldn't just... If you
I get
still
it,
think
but-
it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Why would I
Break
kill
the
her?
spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Vivian, I'm
was
not
gonna say.
gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person?
Two people that are
What I did to Faith
trying
and
to
Lily?
defend you. A little
all
bit,
of them.
Right?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't.
Goodbye,
Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Huh.
Oh, fuck!
Not necessarily the way I saw that going.
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
It's not doing too hot.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river.
I don't think I work with
Right.
that stuff. I
Shepherd
gotta say.
Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking
Seems like I just bounce.
You wanna finish me off now?
The only real crime scene we've set up
Or do you
was
plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
it's not part of the
Sure
gig.
it's not. No more games, all right.
All I've done
We
is
both know
defend
how this
myself.
ends.
Yeah, the only crime scene we really set up was a
Just make it
security
quick.
jacket on what's her face.
I
Now
know
this
what
is
I
a tough
did.
choice, but I am not here to
Let's
kill
not
him.
draw
Per se.
this out.
It would be a mercy. I get that. Maybe I should, but it's not necessarily.
You're just gonna leave me here.
I mean, I'm good with this.
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
I don't necessarily feel mercy for him, so. See, nobody will bother the crime scene there. And we already solved it. Right? I mean, I'm not a coroner. I'm a sheriff. Alright, what do we got? Got his limo.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Alright, not much to... There's not a lot of to like seek out. Where hadn't this came out first, I believe, right? Than the Walking Dead games. Just feels like, especially with being like investigative, I felt like there's way more to go look at and things and talk to people than there is here. This is much more linear than Walking Dead was. But they progressed, so that makes sense too. I'm not trying to like talk down about it, just would be nice if there was a little bit more. Like Toad's area was kind of cool. I gotta look around for clues and things when he got beat up. I'm still half expecting some twist where Snow White's like involved,
So this
but
is where
I
they've been
have not
sending these.
been able to pick up on anything that leads me to believe that way. I'm just expecting a twist, and that would be like the biggest twist I could think of. Unless Colin's there and he's like slaughtering everybody, who knows? Because he was relatively nice and harmless. Or TJ. It's really the kid.
The big bad wolf.
That's me.
You used to be something.
I'm still that thing. Don't make me into that thing. They've been a watching. Not necessarily sure the significance of all these, other than that they've been watching people. Bachelor party. Yeah, it'll get you.
They used to fear
Did
you.
you do anything fun, or just go out and get toasted? It was like
They'd
a
hide
Resident Evil
anywhere
moment.
Their small shivering bodies would fit.
It's for the symbol, right? The crooked man. He's on a. It's like a dude on a wheel. Kind of expect a lot of mirrors that she could come through at any point or something, but I'm not seeing it yet. Unless she could come through any reflection, like if there's a pool of water, I don't know. Several bullets. Not super.
The big bad wolf.
Escape room. I still want to do one of those. Well, sneaky girl.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Sushi's always good though.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to.
Not worried about
I
that.
leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
No. I was
Or
raised
she
by
too busy
wolves.
fucking whatever breeze drifted through town. Oh, come on!
I was gonna say, it's not gonna be that easy.
Is that the best you can do?
Ruff, ruff. Bork, bork. Don't mess with this Doge. I'll just, making sure everything's taken care of. Tying up the loose ends. I mean, we last saw her over there? But she's quick. Alright. I guess we're moving this way. I'll huff and I'll puff, and I'll kick your ass. Oh. These are some quick button presses I'm not hitting, I don't think.
Come out and face me!
Yikes. You really could have helped us fix the mirror earlier, girl. Youch. See, this is why I never said her name in front of me when I was younger. The idea was spooky. Cue it up. Cue. I don't know, we still got the old witch that Hansel and Gretel were after, I don't know. Or Lord Farquaad. Fight them. One at a time, ladies, one at a time. It's enough for me to go around. Something a little disturbing about all this. I clicked her. Ah. Ouch. Ouch. Ow. This doesn't seem to be going well. Yeah. Oh. He's big. He's bad. That'll do. Get him. Oh. Ow. Why am I going after the one that's like tiny and hiding? So many more. There's too many of them. Cute. I've never been good at fast button presses. Ooh, puffing and puffing. Look at the lung capacity. With how many cigarettes I smoked just in this game alone, I wouldn't have thought possible. but it's working out. Oh, down to just you, huh? Arr. Mmm. Tasty. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, right? I don't see why it's not possible. But they do heal fast as well. I mean, look at me. I got stabbed a bunch and I look relatively okay. Now, all of them need a T-1000 together and make one giant Bloody Mary. Yeah, you can keep that counter at 0 days without an accident.
Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullet. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You're dealing with me.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true.
Well, I know it
but
was just a
I'd be
very
fine
scary
against
Bloody
if
Mary
I were
session,
your
but
boss. At least for the time being.
it's
You
like a
will bring me
lullaby
back
to you.
Alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back?
Good night. Get some
Why
rest.
don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny.
Don't stub your
I
toe
thought
on
I pointed a
anything.
gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for
Well.
is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't
Yeah.
think Georgie was lying when he
It
said
doesn't
you
absolve
ordered
you
their
of
deaths.
Georgie
part
would have
to play.
said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not
I don't
saying
mind a
another word
trial,
until I'm brought
just-
before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your
Well,
answers.
Thank you.
But you will have a difficult
Unless you're talking
time
about him, then yes, I
explaining
agree.
yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
I was gonna say I tried
You're
to
often
get pretty for
reckless.
you.
And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it.
But I also have a
Georgie.
good suspicion that you had a part to play.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really
not a
think
game.
I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I
think
don't
I
have
know
a whole
who
lot of
won,
hard evidence though
if you
either.
don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
There you go.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest.
Like, you want me to
Get on
take
a
you.
trial in
I
front of
told you
your
I'm gonna.
peers. And your
And
punishment
he's still trying to,
will
like,
follow.
poke and prod. Which could be for me to do some damage, so then when I take him in, he's like, "Hey, he assaulted me, man." So I didn't
I
want to
know,
step up to it.
but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. They,
Are
you don't
you
have a whole
okay?
lot of people on your side.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
I'm just
We
trying
can
to
talk
do
about it
what
later.
feels
You
like
did well,
Bigby
Sheriff.
would
I'm
do with the
surprised.
knowledge I have
Not
about
that you
him.
did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girl.
think
And
you
now
have
he's
the
probably
right
got
to
some
do
good
this to
speech.
people?
They have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook.
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister?
Well-
Where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but
Just
right
changes
now,
the
you're
charges,
the one I'm concerned
Snow.
with.
You
to be
called
fair.
the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which
Which
case
we
you
really
still
should have
have a
talked
lot
about
to
it before
answer
you
for,
try to
and
do a
I
prepared
don't.
I
speech.
would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Yeah,
Let
well,
her
your right
finish.
isn't to butt
You
in.
can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Bluebeard just needs to dye his beard.
Misunderstanding.
Really
Aiding and
concerning to
providing
me that we
monetary
keep calling him
support for the
Bluebeard.
forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you
And
would
being
like
a condescending prick.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's
He does
done.
need to be able
Everyone
to speak.
just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to
gets
pull
to be
ourselves
able to
together
say
and
something.
make something of this
Doesn't
town,
mean it's gonna
we
change
have to
my
start
mind.
doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
His legs are all weird.
You have the floor.
I guess
Thank
he's
you, Miss Wyatt.
crooked.
You've all met Georgie.
I guess.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Yeah, I don't need the heartstrings
Georgie
kind of
was
stuff.
working for me, yes.
Doesn't work on
but
me.
he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful
He doesn't have a
employees.
reason to do it.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity
You
from you.
didn't want me
I
to
learned
show
it
up.
myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Didn't want to protect you.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like
Depends
I'm
on the
some kind of
terms
tyrant.
that are behind your loans.
When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
You were there to take
Yes,
advantage.
but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Archie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to
Only
make a
one's
living,
willing to
provide
commit
for herself.
to
And
whatever
what
you
did
want.
they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the
She's
Crooked
working with
Man.
illegal
It
to
wasn't
make
her
illegal
fault.
products.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't
an
lie
issue.
to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've
These childhood
made some
stories really
mistakes.
come to life.
But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
If we can get Bluebeard on our side, and her after she was just against us. Trial by your peers didn't go the way you wanted, huh?
Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie killed
Let me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
That was justified.
For fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They
hardly...
were there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
I didn't do anything.
It was them.
They fired
Who sent
first.
those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when
I didn't
that
want to
happened.
just point out
Right
Bluebeard,
before
although it
you
was him.
decided to kidnap
I almost
him.
picked it though.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls.
And I don't
dead.
know if Bluebeard
It
works for
simply
us or not.
Never
Or
happened.
works for her, rather.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle
She
of
can't,
something.
though.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why.
Or
I
no,
was
now she can
afraid
talk, right?
to come
Because the
on.
other girl took hers
Just
off.
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons.
But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
No.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be...
I thought she was supposed to be
ordered
Ariel,
them
but
dead.
I'm not
This
sure why they don't
fucker.
use the name.
Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of
No.
you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say,
Well, now there's an eyewitness.
asshole.
Don't worry, he's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
I mean, I
Well
told him.
done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
That usually doesn't go super
How
well.
can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him away.
Everyone, listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
I
yourself.
mean, we would
Why
vote,
not?
right?
What about a vote?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
All right.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
No hesitation. Rip his head off. All right, I am hesitating down there,
Teach him a
but I'm
fucking
throwing him down
lesson.
the well. I'm not gonna rip his head off.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Q. I mean, now I'll rip his head off. Tried to kill me, like...
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You're going to miss me.
No.
No, I won't.
No.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
All right. This choice is blank. Hang on. We're way over, but we're at the end, so I'm gonna actually exit game and reload it because that's what happened last time, and we booted back up and it worked. So let's try that. A bit slow with games. That's being very gentle about it. This part's not on me though. Like, I can't choose if the choice is blank. Wrap this thing up. All right. Give me my choices. One day later. Silence is a fair option, but I've selected it sometimes on purpose, sometimes because I'm not fast enough to click. Because sometimes there's just multiple things that sound good.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to.
Wait.
I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
This fucking line.
You know, you could take the ribbon off, lady. Or do they still die if they do it?
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Please? Or...
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
I mean, nobody flipped out that I was
Good
cutting
morning,
the line.
Miss White.
You're late.
So that's good. Flycatcher. I don't know where that guy's from either, though. Or Bluebeard. I don't know. There are some obscure people.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Yeah.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I know this isn't your ideal situation here.
If you were glamored, you could get
Come
a
on,
job,
Colin.
all that kind of stuff. That's what everybody else
I'm
is
walking,
going on.
alright? Calm down.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
It's a
couldn't
bomb.
Take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's kind of gross.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Yeah, as a father, he could be trying to make his son feel better about the situation. He can still be pissed at me. That's fine.
sorry, Colin.
You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road?
Need to quit anyway.
Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby? I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Yeah, see you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Oh, he's gonna come back and Wolf Among Us 2, and he'll be the bad guy.
Saying goodbye?
You know, girls that talk to me usually end up dead. I don't know if you want to do this.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Again, I'm not going to remove it for her.
I get it.
Plus, I still don't know that it doesn't slice her head off.
Listen,
I just know she
I came
can
here
talk about
because
stuff now.
I have to tell you something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're
It's about
outrageous.
what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him
You would be,
and I begged for mercy.
you'd be at a loss
for
of
all us.
words if you looked at what
I didn't want
amusement
anyone
parks
to
go
die
for
over
around
a
here.
picture.
Georgie didn't do Mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I mean, what's done is done,
So
but
you
yeah, you
think that
shouldn't
makes
have
it
lied.
okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't
She
gonna
wasn't
let
really
him get
under
away with it
oath.
because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that
But, like,
night
even I
after
didn't lie
Faith.
about any of it.
I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Piece of fabric
I
being
could
the
at
ribbon.
least save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention.
Which is what we
So
thought. Somebody was sending a
you
message.
started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that.
Oh, I know it.
When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, Poor
And then you gotta add in, like,
Nobody cares about
usually
us.
can't bring in your own food.
Not
They want you
really.
to pay an hour and a leg for food.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place.
You're a rock star,
For better or
man.
worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
It does take some talent to, like, hold steady. Presuming you're carrying, I suppose. I guess you could have been pushing in the stroller, but if you're just
not as
walking
bad
around the
as everyone
house.
says you are.
But I'm big, right? I'm still big.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Little Red Riding Hood.
One too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he
Trying to
wanted
see what's
run
going
more
on.
tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I mean, I don't know what the whole...
I'll see you around, Wolf.
I'm not quite sure where that was going. But I'm also sleep deprived. Alright, let's see here. Most people finished them off, I guess. I'm not an executioner. I'm just the sheriff. Although I guess I did throw him down the well, but most people brought him back alive. And actually, less people threw him down the well. Interesting. It doesn't tell you about how much ripped his head off or locked him away. Well, that's good. Like, I mean, I know I probably seemed cold sending him off in the first place, but like to not take the gift for no reason. And yeah, this is something similar to what I tell people all the time. If they tell me, I'm never sure if they're trying to get on my good side or whatever in a jail setting, right? So like, it's like, well, when they try to compliment me or whatever and stuff, I'd never know if they're trying to just kind of, pump me up and stuff so I do something for them or what. So I'm just like, I'm just doing my job. Just hope I'm doing kind of the right thing. I just do what I'm supposed to. So it's similar to how I would handle any of that kind of thing. Anyways, let's see. Special stats. Bottom pressure. Not a whole. Just the stuff that we did, I guess. I feel like I'm being held for this. Held in low regard for this. I was being shot a lot. I don't care for that. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, that was The Wolf Among Us. I know this is getting into like an hour-long part, but everything kind of just kept moving and just kept going with it. That's one thing Telltale games do a good job of, is like they kind of engross you in the story and just kind of keep you moving. There's not a whole lot of pauses. Keeps you thinking as far as like, what do I say? Where am I going now? They do a great job of engaging you as the player. I've really liked all the stuff that they've done that I've played. Yeah, it's fun. I do wish there was a little bit more backstory before you started getting involved with stuff, because I'm like, okay, giant pig in my apartment. What's our relationship? I don't know. Oh, this person. Where do we stand? And it gives you a bit, but not enough to make informed decisions on what you should say. Because I try to play to the character, but then kind of like Zombie was saying, like sometimes it's fun to go back and be bad guy, be good guy, do whatever you didn't do before. Kind of like like the first time I went through Knights of the Old Republic, I was a nice Jedi person, and then the second time I killed everybody. That's just the way it goes. I'm not sure what we're gonna play next. I've toyed around with the idea of starting the Command and Conquer series. We could always go back to Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 3 up next. Kind of have an itch for a little bit of strategy games. It's not always the funnest stream to interact with people on, but it's kind of what I feel like doing. Appreciate it, Zombie. I try to make it entertaining while I fumble through. Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm still trying to get my sleep schedule around, although this is my last week of Graveyard, so I got 2 more days off, and then go to work for 4 days for Graveyard shift, and then I'm going back to Swings, which is going to cut into streaming time. I definitely won't be up this late, for sure. It'll probably be, let's see, I get off around 10, come back home, see if people are asleep. If nobody is asleep, then or if my wife and stuff, I probably won't stream. And she's been staying up later, but if I can jump on for a couple hours while I'm on Swings, that is the plan. And then days off, I can stay up a little bit later, so there's that. Yeah, it's kind of the short-term future of where we're at. So, yeah. Try to get back on my sleep schedule today, so I'm a lot more coherent and with it. And we'll start something up tomorrow night or morning, depending on how you want to think about it. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys next time. Sci-Fighter out.